The table shows the heights and the lengths of several rectangles. What does the correlation coefficient for the data indicate about the strength of the linear association between the height and the length of these rectangles? We remember that the correlation coefficient is represented by the value r whenever we run a linear regression. To run a linear regression, we must remember the linear regression equation. y1 is approximately mx1 plus b. At that point, we will look for our value of r. If we have an r that is close to 1, then that's going to represent a strong positive correlation. I'm just going to abbreviate that with SP. That stands for strong positive. If we have an r that is close to -1, then that is going to represent a strong negative correlation. And if we have an r that is close to 0, that is going to represent a weak correlation. Let's go ahead and type into Desmos a table that represents our data. We notice that height is going to be the x and length is going to be the y. Adding a table here and then going ahead and typing in all of the values, making sure that we do not have a typo. We also make sure that we use all of the data points. Don't use just a couple, but make sure that you use all of them in order to get the most accurate answer. Going back up here and starting my y values, I type them all in, double checking that I do not have a typo along the way. Once I'm done, I am able to go now to the second line of Desmos and type in my linear regression equation. y1 is approximately mx1 plus b. This tells me that my r value is 0.1555. This number is close to 0 and it is positive. So I know that my correlation is going to be positive, which means that A and B are out. And because that number is closer to 0 than it is to 1, this is going to be a weak positive correlation.